All right, I'm going to call this meeting to order. This is Monday, November 29, 2021, at 3 o'clock p.m. in the Hood County Justice Center, Central Jury Room, 1200 West Pearl Street, Granbury, Texas, with an agenda to, first thing on the agenda after calling to order, we do have a quorum. We're going to discuss and take appropriate action for the final approval of voting precinct nomenclature and numbering in Hood County. So I see we've got John on the screen. John, can you, good afternoon.
Hello.
Can we put the map up on the screen or not? We've got some paper copies, I think.
Yes, sir.
I think Ron was expecting John to do that. Were you?
John, can you do that?
He's doing
Oh, he's trying.
Okay.
He's getting there.
All right.
Can y'all see that all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Question I've got is the black dots, those are supposed to represent cities, is that what I understand on the map?
City or town according to the legend that's on, well, there's one copy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's kind of
Yeah, okay.
just, some of them are just areas or
Right.
whatever, because OTS is.
Not officially.
Community-
Cities, but that's the way they.
Communities, yeah. Do we lose you, John?
See that little mark right there that we changed, that here is underneath that 167 logo indicator. That's only two people.
Okay.
Yeah, but they belong to me.
That's right. Get your two people.
I don't know if it's interactive, that he could pull that over so we could look at it just to make sure it's there. It's kind of a bad spot for that 167.
Whoops.
Can y'all hear me, guys?
Welcome back.
Put the map back up?
Yes, sir. All right, and I don't know when I got cut off. I was just wanted to make sure that Commissioner Cotton was okay with this line down here that's bisecting Pecan Plantation. I think that was his precinct down there.
Yes, that looks fine. 218 will be the north end, the south end there at 216. I understand those are population numbers in there, not voter numbers, but that's pretty good, still a pretty good split between the two.
Correct, yes, sir.
2,800 and 3,400, that ought to work. The only question that we keep asking is up there at the top of that, where you've got Highway 167, you've got it right there at that little triangle that we've been kind of making sure that that's in precinct 2, and we can't tell.
Underneath that 167.
We always want to make sure that little triangle up there is yellow.
So this
There you go.
triangle needs to be
That one
yellow.
right there has to be yellow. That one.
Yeah, that's in Commissioner Precinct 2.
All right. Let's see.
He can't see that, right?
Give me just a moment. And so let's see if we change one.
Never did get worked out right.
And I do, while I'm waiting on, my map person's gonna have to come and help me do that, because this is a little different thing here, but I wanted to show everybody this, this square here, at the south side of the city limits of, De Cordova. The way we had left it was that this was the dividing line. This, I think it's a road or highway, this was the dividing line, but that would have cut the city limits of De Cordova, which is okay, but y'all had said that you wanted De Cordova to be its own box, so, or its own precinct. So I thought we should just, and there were 0 people in this census block here, so it doesn't make any difference in your deviations. So what I did was I just made the line come down here and, follow the De Cordova city limit for the precinct line and for that 310 election precinct.
That's the lake.
Does everybody follow me on that?
Yeah.
And everybody's okay with that?
Yeah, that's in the
Yes.
lake.
I mean, we had a pretty nice clean line here, but I don't know why it's down like it does. But
I think it's a golf course, isn't it?
No,
I think that's in the lake.
it
Yeah.
does.
Definitely is the water.
All right. And then if y'all give me just a moment. I'll get this change here. So this triangle here. So you're sharing your screen with them. It's unfortunate.
Okay. it do? John?
No.
And I was just fixing to comment, I like that, there at the top of the screen, it showed the number of registered voters in each precinct.
Instead of the population?
Yeah, and that's one thing I want to see is
Yeah.
the number of registered voters in each precinct.
I mean, basically, we should be good on that, but I agree with you.
Yeah,
Just to,
but it was right there at the top, right before he dropped. And the sad thing is, so many people didn't fill out the census, it's not even funny.
There may be something there may be a.
Because I know there's, that 61,598 is not a good number
Said on the census thing that
for the county, but that's what,
blocks, and it said you may be able to.
yeah, I think you're correct on that, but it's the legal number we have to go by, but I agree,
I understand,
I think it's underestimated.
probably 12, 14%, in my opinion. I think we're between 72 and 75. Because I know you got more than in Oak Trail than what
Yeah,
the numbers show.
yeah, no, that's true.
In the city of Daytona, special taxes for fish catch fees. Did that little area just immediately west of Daytona? So these get situated correctly? You know what I'm talking about? There was one little subdivision just down there on the lake, just to the west of Bay Cordova that we were moving into that. So that did get taken care of on that. I didn't even look at it. And I don't know, on the map, everything that we've gotten, precinct 5 and 6 over in Toller have, for all practical purposes, been combined. And on this map, there's no differentiation between them. So I say let's just combine it, make it official and just combine it into precinct 105.
I agree, because they're going to send out new voter registration cards anyway across the board.
Yeah.
So now's the time to do it.
And the population, the number of registered voters in that combined is only 2,400 or something like that, so.
What did you guys do about the city? There were some precincts that went from inside the city out. Did you split them?
Just left that alone.
You left it alone?
Yeah, that's such a nightmare to, all the little spots that aren't in the city
Every time
limits
the
that are in
city
the
annexes
middle of it.
something, You got to change it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Their annexing days are over though, so.
You know, the Shores is county, so would that have to be a whole separate precinct by itself? Because that's going to be more than 50 voters and, you know.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
It gets
exactly.
into a real nightmare situation trying to deal
Yes.
with.
And every time you make a little bitty one, you add a precinct chair. Don't want to do that.
Yeah, we would have
Please don't do that.
60 voting precincts in the county.
Please don't do that, yeah.
But
All right, stay in here. Okay, I got it changed. I got the election line changed and the precinct line changed.
Good.
Good.
All right, sorry about that. What else, guys?
Anybody else? That's it for
Well,
me.
your little decor Cordova came back.
Yeah. I don't know
Well,
what
that's
she
the
did there.
precinct line, but then the voting precinct stayed, is still there.
It's got to turn blue, doesn't it?
Starting a little late, I don't know.
Yeah, that needs to turn blue. That right there.
Oh, they can have a barge on there.
There's nobody there voting.
Right. You'd have to get your
All
GPS.
right, give me another moment here.
They fixed one side, the other side popped open, so.
Precinct, oh, John has left the building. Where'd he go?
That's something that happened. I think maybe we reverted to we maybe picked the wrong map because it went back to that. See, on this one.
Oh,
Maybe we changed the wrong one.
what are we on? HUD VTD. Did you go to
Maybe-
the second
maybe- I
one?
think we needed to probably do it on HUD VTD revised.
Yeah, let me open that.
I think that was my fault. I told you the wrong one.
Okay, see,
Yeah, that's the same. Okay, now can you do what you did
There it is.
with that triangle? on this
yeah,
one?
yeah, let me just.
The other one's back probably.
It is. It's back.
Okay. Oh, and now I gotta change that to 18. Okay. Got it. You're good to go. Let me just change the name of this for you, rename it, so you know what you're, wait a minute. That's not supposed to be like that.
Let's do it again.
This is on revise. So
What is
this,
it doing?
I don't know. So this,
That needs to be blue and that election precinct. Well, I guess it looks like the election precinct line is right, but not the commissioner.
so this needs to be blue?
Yeah.
Okay. You're positive. You're positive, right?
Yeah. That needs to be blue.
Okay. Let's find it. It's up here.
Yeah,
Okay, that.
right there.
Okay. What's this? 2, okay, 3. Okay, there we go. So it's supposed to look like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Measure. Let's see if it does modify. Yes. I have it blank now, so it changes on the fly. Let me just rename it. Let's see if we. adopted, just so you know what line that is. Okay.
So
So
what'd you call it?
CP adopted, that's your commissioner precinct adopted.
So this is what I need to send them, right?
What?
This plan.
Yeah, it would be this one up here. That's the name of the plan.
All right.
So,
Revised.
yeah, just take a screenshot of it or something, so you have the name. And then
Okay.
whatever map you decide on, just.
Don't run off to Cancun or anything yet. All right. Okay, so we'll see if that one sticks.
Another request, can you submit a separate map that shows the actual number of registered voters in each of those voting precincts now? I mean, not the second, but, tomorrow?
Yes, I definitely can, and I think y'all have sent the registered voter list. I think your registrar or your elections administrator has sent that, and I will get that data put in here, and just so you can have a breakdown, and also just some basic demographics in these updated election precincts.
Okay, John, up in the very northwest corner, that precinct number is not, it's supposed to be 107.
We fixed it at one point and then went back to that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why these changes are not sticking. I'll get that addressed here in a minute. Oh, gosh. Oh, I think I know how to do this myself, I think. Let's see.
Which one is he looking? Is this a Coley new one?
It's the same one, we're still working on it. Change from 107 to 007, should be 107.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, y'all are all okay with kind of leaving Grand pretty much the same as it's been, right?
What'd you say? What was that again,
I'm just
please?
talking about Granbury. I'm just talking about Granbury. I've pretty much left it alone, other than making the precinct lines conform, or the election precinct lines conform to the commissioner precinct lines that we moved. Other than that, I mean, those election precincts are staying pretty much the same as they have been, and I think that was the court's desire. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I guess what I'll do is I'll send you, up here, this is all your data, your demographic breakdown, and in terms of also your over 18 voting age populations. That's not going to be your registered voters. I'll get that to you, but that'll give you some idea of even how many voting age people are in each precinct. But just so we have all our ducks in a row, and we're working on trying to get y'all an internet link so that you can put this on your website, so it's a little more accessible to the public and to the other interested parties. And that's mentioned in that supplemental order. I sent Brenda a supplemental order that should, for the most part, finalize these changes. I don't know if it was only about 30 minutes before the meeting started, so I don't know if y'all have a copy or not.
I've been in court. If you sent it, as soon as court was out, probate court, I just came over here, so I didn't look at it.
She sent us two pictures, one of the whole county and then one of the, looks like the southeast corner of it,
Well,
the west, yeah.
the last two.
We need an order, though. Did she not send the order?
I didn't see that.
But I didn't go into my office. I just knew this meeting started at 3 o'clock, and so I just came over here. And when you say for the most part would cover everything, we got to have a detailed order that covers everything, John, right?
Sent that, but
It's not right?
the order's on
Well, I can get her to send it.
there's the order.
Oh, she should send it to us this way. This is a,
Yeah, we've got the order.
Okay, and I will,
so she just said,
I've also sent along a JP map. I sent that also not too long ago. And you guys, the court had said that you want the JP precincts just to conform to the commissioner's precincts. That's correct, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so I've sent you a map affirming that, and there's language in this supplemental order that affirms that and that specifies that each JP precinct will be coterminous with its respective commissioner precinct. So that will solidify that. It also covers the election precincts. And yes, I don't know if we sent you a view of the this 107 being correct,
Yes,
but I will
Yes,
send
you
that.
had, but it just wasn't.
And then if you can,
Yes, you did. I have it right here.
okay, I'm sorry about piecemealing it to y'all, but so what I can do is I can get all this in one PDF file along with what I guess what I propose we do is that if you'll review the proposed order, sign it, and then if somebody could send me a PDF of that, I can combine all the updated maps and attachments that need to go along with it so that it can be recorded in your minutes, Judge. Does that sound sufficient?
send that to, let's see if we can forward that to Drew here and get him to print it off, or to Katie.
Hey, John, I got a question here. You with me? John?
Can we forward the order to you and get it printed? Okay, yeah. Can we forward it to Katie? Did you do that, Katie? Can you just forward it?
Yeah. No,
I can hear you.
it's contiguous. Okay, the question I've got is, the map we're looking at is the nomenclature at the top, Hood BDT revised 11/29/21 map. Is that the name of this file? I'm just making, this thing has changed so many times. I want to make sure that we
Yes.
nailed this particular file down, whatever it's named. Is that possible, or?
Yes, sir, I understand. Yes, I understand your concern. I'm going to make a copy of this, just to give me a minute, just to make sure. I'm going to call it.
It's all approved map, or if you want, something to,
Not the map that's approved right now at
I'll just
20 minutes till 4 or whatever it's going to be at today's date, then you don't have anything prior to.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
3:20
Yeah,
PM.
yeah. Just use the exact date what it is right now. Is anything,
Put a time on there.
put the time on there, and then you don't have to find out what's been updated.
You got 3 Ps in there.
And the space between approved and 3.
Yeah, 1122, we need to go to 1129, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna, make a copy of that.
Have to put a hyphen. Or nothing, or, yep.
That's what it should look like here, when I send it. But, Judge, so, if you could, once the order is signed, if you could email me a PDF, I will combine it all in one PDF with all the maps, demographics, and everything so that that can be recorded in your minutes in one package. If that's what would please the court.
Well, Ms. Lang is going to print off the order right now. I'll give a copy of the order to all of the commissioners. We'll look at it. Can we just say as attached as exhibit? Is that, I haven't looked at the order, but.
Yes, it references attached maps
Yeah.
and demographics and narrative statements. Yes, sir.
So how are we going to print off the attached map here? Is the one that y'all pulled up, is that it? Do we have a copy of what everybody's,
No, we haven't got a copy of the one we just did and signed off on. It's on the computer, but we don't have a printed copy yet.
So we're gonna, let me see if I can clear it up here.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You, John.
Can you send a copy
Never
of
mind.
that to Ms. Lang right now so we can get a copy of what you just updated, or do you still need to refine it some? Thank you.
No, it's ready. It's ready to go. For the most part, I can send it to who was it?
Katie Lang, the county clerk here in Hood County.
Oh yes, I've got Miss Lang's email address. Yes, I can send her the correct maps that should correspond with the order. But do you have? Does Hood County have? Does your elections administrator or your 911 coordinator? Do they have any sort of software that can deal with these types of files, do you think?
It'd be more Drew than anybody else.
Yeah.
Drew's gonna have to deal with them, right?
For Drew?
Yeah.
I was going to say, you can send them to me, the shape files, but in the email, when we correspond with the court, I have Ms. Davis also included. She's our 911 addresser, and she's the one that has ArcGIS that deals with all the shape files.
Yeah, because you were able to handle them, I think, previously when I sent them, right, Drew?
Yes.
You and she? Okay. I'll send the electronic files. That's really the best way to transmit these accurately. Is
Okay.
I'll send those, but also I'll have PDF, hard maps to attach to your order for your minutes.
Okay. That's fine. Once we get those files, I'll work with Ms. Davis to get those printed out for you.
So what do we need to do? Approve the order with the attached final map at timestamp 335, and you're going to attach that later? How are we going to do this?
Well, I guess what he's going to have to send it to Drew, and Drew's going to print it off, and you're going to put the time as of this afternoon that I get, yeah, and then we're going to attach this. This is the order that I got right here. So we'll all have to look at this and read it and then approve it and sign it. Drew, are you going to get it to us?
Yes.
Then, when are you going to send it to us, John? The map?
I'll send it hopefully here in a few minutes.
Okay. So we'll do it tomorrow then. We'll circulate it tomorrow then. I'll give, Ms. Lang, if you could make 4 copies of this, please, I could give one to each of the commissioners so we can be reading the order, and then as soon as we get, thank you, and then as soon as we get the map, we'll just have both of them, we'll put it together and it'll be done.
Do you think we need to make a motion today and get for the record, or just?
We do, or else we've got to come
I
back.
just think we make a motion.
Yeah, I would
today
think so.
That, subject to us approving the order that John Reddington sent us today, and the map that's going to be sent us today, that we all, that we approve at, today at 3:40 or 3:35, what did you put, 3:35, John, 3:40?
Yes, sir.
That, that will be the new redistricting map for Hood County.
Redistricting voting map.
Yeah, redistricting and voting precinct map. Does that sound all right to you, Mr. Mills? Or how would you phrase the motion?
I just wouldn't make the motion with the clerk in another room.
Oh,
That was all I wanted to say. When she gets back, then go ahead.
okay. All right.
Good, you know,
But
we agreed to
the substance of the motion is all right with you?
Right, I mean, you could just kind of say we're going to vote to approve what was on Reddington's computer, right?
And
Is
the
that-
order that's going to
And
be
the order,
circulated.
yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work.
Well, subject to all of us reading it and approving
Judge-
the order, none of us has read it, including you, yeah. Okay, now that Ms. Lang is back in the room from doing our secretarial duties here, do I hear a motion from any of the commissioners that we approve the order subject to all of us reading it and approving it that was sent to us this afternoon by Mr. John Reddington, and also subject to the map that's going to be sent to us that was approved by all of us here, subject to us reading it for accuracy as of 3:35 today, November the 29th, 2021.
So moved.
Okay. Motion is made by Commissioner Wilson. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Eagle. All those voting for that, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. So we'll wait until tomorrow, and as soon as Drew gets it to us, we'll have it wrapped up. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Ms. Lang.